everyone, I'm back, and this week we are going to be making a second set of the pewter chess pieces. I have two reasons for this. The first is that I didn't have the brass I was expecting to have this weekend to cast and machine the crossguard and pommel for the knife that I'm working on. The second is that my grandfather wanted a set of these pewter chess pieces anyways, and while I was going to make this video eventually making the second set, I'm making the video this week because I didn't have anything else to do. So, without further ado, let's go make this chess set. Just before we get started, here's a quick refresher on what the chess molds look like. And now we're going to get right into the action with a little less commentary. This is technically half a block. I was talking about the pewter. Or don't let me drop this. Come on.
What's it at?
And it's starting to get towards where it might solidify a little bit. Oh no.
Yeah, this is gonna be...
The brick's in the way.
Here, come from the outside.
I don't think that made it all the way down.
No, it didn't. Oh.
I know this one goes quick.
Yeah. Push the button here. Put the notes together. It's alright, or is it too hot? Looks pretty good.
So, unfortunately, when I initially melted down the ingot, a bunch of pewter spilled out the side here. And this time I actually took a time lapse of us casting all of the chess pieces as the day progressed. And as you can clearly see, we decided to start this right around dusk, so it got dark very quickly as we were casting the pieces. Now, one thing worth noting about casting this time is that I had just enough pewter to finish the set. We were really cutting it close at the end. So in an effort to get just a little bit more pewter so that I wouldn't run out, I tried melting down my lovely jar of pewter slag. Clearly, because I'm holding it here, that did not work. None of this wanted to melt back down with the rest of the pewter, so I ended up not really getting any extra pewter back out of it. I thought that it would melt down a little bit, even though it was mostly impurities, but it kind of just stayed in this powdery form that this slag is, and did not do very much for me. But I did try. And now we begin the lovely task of cleaning up all of the chess pieces, starting with cutting off the excess bit from the mold that is on the bottom of all of the chess pieces. So what ended up happening here was I set my camera up expecting to grind on that side so you would be able to see. However, it didn't work out that way. I had to hold the grinder in my right hand, which ended up locking up my wrist, but it was alright. I was just cutting off the bottoms of all those pieces so that I could do the next part, which was where I put the bottoms on all of the chess pieces to make them sit a little more evenly, and also so that they don't scratch up any chessboard that they are on. Now, putting this on all of the pawns was very easy because the pawns were the exact size of the pads. Clearly, all of the significant pieces were smaller than the actual pads I had, so now I spent a good while using a thin razor blade to cut all of the excess off. And I was trying to be very careful to not slice my thumb open because, as you can see, I was cutting very close to my fingers. Alright guys, so as you can see, this chess set came out just as nice as the last one. The only thing that I wish I could have done differently is figured out where to buy shorter tongs, because the tongs that I currently have are frankly a pain. However, the chess set came out very nice, and that's all that's important. I'm going to give this to my grandfather next to that time I see him, and I think that he'll really enjoy having this chess set. Alright, so that's all I have for everyone today. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Next week we will be back to the blacksmithing and casting of the crossguard and pommel of the knife. I don't know which part will come first, blacksmithing or casting things. However, it will be on that topic for the next couple of weeks. And do expect me to find some more molds to make more things along the lines of chess pieces or just bottle openers, etc. Over the next few months. And I will be looking for all sorts of other projects that are slightly unrelated to smelting and furnace work as well, because there's a few things that I've seen that I think would be fun to do on the channel. So please let me know what you thought of this video in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching. Bye. Okay, hold the phone. I'm watching that back, and that was a really weak goodbye. Alright, I gotta do that again. Bye, guys!